Hello and welcome to another flight review. Today we are taking a trip on Malaysia Airlines' new regional business class from Kuala Lumpur to Denpasar, Bali on the Boeing 737. So let's have a look and see what it's like to fly the airline in 2024. Our trip is starting early morning in Kuala Lumpur, and I found a banging $260 deal in business class on one of my favorite airlines. There is a dedicated business class section and the whole procedure just took a minute. Another advantage flying up front is to skip the long immigration queue at the airport, which can take up to 45 minutes depending on the time of the day. Once I cleared all formalities, I made my way to the Golden Lounge, which is part of my ticket price as well. The lounge offers a great variety of all sorts of food, and I treated myself to a good chicken soup. The weather was getting a little wild, but not uncommon for the region. However, I then made my way to the gate because I was quite excited to check out their new regional business class. Malaysia Airlines is currently refurbishing their old 737s, and they're eagerly waiting for the remaining 737 MAX to join their fleet as well. So let's get on board and let's have a first glimpse of the new seat.
Hi, how are you? Thank you.
And here we are, welcome on board the business class, featuring 12 seats in a 2-2 configuration, and it does look lovely. Definitely an improvement to the old cabin that featured 16 seats. Also, the economy class got a bit of a facelift, and the seat count was increased to 162.
So guys, and here we are, welcome on board the 737. I'm quite lucky. I experienced a new seat that they've installed on the narrow-body planes, which are soon to be replaced by the 737 MAX. So not the refurbished one, but the older ones. But yeah, first impression, looks really lovely. Crew is very kind, had a beautiful welcome at the door. And now allow me to give you a quick little seat tour as well.
The seat comes with universal power outlets, USB and USB-C slots, which is always great to see. Also, the old screens have been replaced in favor of a streaming service, which you connect to your personal device.
So then that's a really cool feature here on Malaysia Airlines, and the only airline in the world that features that cocktail button, which you see right there. If you press it, the crew will get a signal in the galley, and they will serve you a mysterious cocktail drink from their vast variety of alcoholic beverages, and then they will serve it to you, which I think is a pretty cool feature to have. Obviously not, I just made that up. But imagine that, you hit that button, and then they serve you a mystery drink. Either a mojito, beer, gin and tonic. That would be pretty awesome.
A welcome beverage and a hot towel were handed out, and we finally pushed back for our flight to Denpasar, which takes roughly 3 hours. Perhaps now is also a good opportunity to follow me on other social media channels, especially if you're interested in daily updates, which I usually post on my Instagram. If you fancy some more perks, feel free to check out my Patreon page, where you can join my WhatsApp group, get your Cahill keyring, and discuss future flight ideas and review ideas with me. Once we reached cruising altitude, I made myself comfortable and the crew got to work taking food orders, and I went for the classic chicken and potato dish, which was pretty decent.
So if there's one hot topic on this channel, it's most of the time it's cabin crew. And many of you guys always say, hey, the quality of my flight depends how the cabin crew performs. And I always feel like there's two teams. The one team that says, hey, airlines are no charity, we pay a lot of money, they are getting paid, that's their job, they should perform. And then there's other people who say, hey, being a cabin crew is an extremely demanding job. They're tired, they have jet lags, struggles that most other people don't have. So my point of view is a mix of both. I understand that everybody can have a bad day, but I also understand that there's people who pay a lot of money, and especially in business class, and a cabin crew performance is a big part of how your experience is going to be. However, on this flight, the cabin manager, she's obviously in this job for a couple of years, and she's definitely 10 years older than me, but the way she performs on this flight, absolutely world class. Full business class, 12 passenger, omnipresent in the cabin, a huge smile on her face, very quick, very efficient, but with that little human touch, you know, a little quick chit chat in between, and always the vision that she has, whether somebody needs something or whether somebody wants to have their glass to be topped up. It's incredible. When it comes to cabin crew performance, what she did, absolutely world class. And that is the experience, I guess, but also probably the tremendous passion that she has for her job. Hence, she is a cabin supervisor, hence she's been in that job for so long. And that is something what I love to see. And I'm full of praise for her because she's doing an exceptional job. And I've noticed this. And she made my flight a really great experience. And I feel everybody else on this flight is very happy as well. But also the rest of the crew, very lovely, very kind. And the hard product, the crew, the food, the lounge. I feel like Malaysia Airlines in 2023 is doing an exceptional job. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I'm going to give you a Lou review as well. And yeah, I think we start our descent in like 45 minutes, half an hour.
And here we are inside the loo. What I also loved about the crew was the fact that they would check on the lavatory every time somebody used it, which resulted in a spotless and clean bathroom, which once again showed the dedication the crew had towards its job, making sure it was a pleasant flight throughout.
So that was the loo review, but on my way back to my seat from the loo, I also went to the crew and complimented her on her performance today, and she was very, very happy to hear that, and it put a very big smile on her face. So guys, if you're on a flight and you think your cabin crew did a great job, go there and tell them, because they do have to deal with a lot of nonsense at times. So if they hear a few words of encouragement and kindness, it will certainly make their day, and it means the world to them. So it's always great to see when you put a smile on somebody's face. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to share real quick.
Also, the in-flight entertainment offered a great variety of movies, and you can stream them to all your personal devices.
Welcome to Bali! So guys, and here we are. Welcome to Bali. Please ignore the mess in the background. But how was my experience on Malaysia Airlines? It was absolutely fantastic. First of all, $265, an incredible deal. And in times where airlines try to cut corners and try to be cheap wherever they can, I felt really valued as a customer. So you go to the lounge, they have great quality food on display, alcohol, cooking stations, really a vast variety of food, staff everywhere, so it was not understaffed as well, which is a huge problem these days as well. And this is where Malaysia Airlines stood out for me. The onboard experience was incredible. The crew was performing like there was no tomorrow. I love this. You felt appreciated as a customer. The crew was really dedicated, and it really restored faith in air travel for me, because sometimes it's a hit or miss, and you never really know what you get these days. And with obviously expectations being very low with $265, I was absolutely amazed how strong Malaysia Airlines is performing recently, and that really makes me feel good about it, because especially now with the 10-year anniversary of the missing of the MH370 and the shot down plane over Ukraine, and imagining what a hard time they had, a great comeback. And I'm really happy to see that they're doing really well. That really makes me smile. And I can strongly recommend their regional business class, which also now serves alcohol. Back in the days, they wouldn't do so. They really try to give something back to the customer. And I think this is the right approach. Everyone is trying to be cheap. Don't do this. You just push your customers away, and they will find different airlines. And yes, I think Malaysia Airlines is a great alternative in a very competitive market in Southeast Asia with AirAsia, Singapore Airlines, and some other big players. So I was really, really satisfied. And how critical I can be at times, but just so we are getting what we pay for. And so strongly recommend them. And let me know in the comment section below what you think of Malaysia Airlines. Have you flown them recently? Have you noticed the same? I want to hear your opinion on that matter as well. But this is it for my review on Malaysia Airlines. Also, if you want to have some extra perks, check out my Patreon. The link is in the description box below, where you can join my WhatsApp group. You can be part of my trip plans. Sometimes I ask you guys for suggestions on which airlines to fly. You also get the Cahill keyring, which looks pretty cool on your carry-on. And you get a few behind the scenes of my work and my life. And it's, definitely great fun. But other than that, this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see some more reviews in the future. And for now, this is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and wherever you're off to, have a safe trip.